How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks. We focus on one thing: always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Lucid, which posted up another green day inside of the market. We did have an analyst that came out and gave them an underperform rating, but Lucid said, you know what, we're going to ignore that and we're going to keep this uptrend going. If you guys remember what I said in my previous video, we want to see a move going to $17 sometime this week, and as far as tomorrow is concerned, it is looking very likely. I'll talk about that further, but if you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description because I do value your time. We're going to be taking a look at the charts, we're going to take a look at the short interest, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts afterwards, so let's get into those videos. So we're going to take a look at the chart for Lucid. Let's see how it performed on the day. So I ended up closing at $16.63, being up 3.29%. On the low, it tested $15.98, and then on the high, testing $16.88. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 21.849 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 16.912 million shares. So we had above average volume on the day, and we saw some strength in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, we can see that Lucid ended up pulling off quite the day. We are trading above the 9 EMA and as well as the 21 EMA, and we ended up seeing a high at 16.88. Of course, we want to see Lucid making that move to $17, but one of the things I also want to bring to your attention, we are continuing to have a higher low pattern followed up with higher highs, and this has been happening for the past 5 trading days. So one thing that we want to pay attention to, we want to see this 9 EMA can cross over the 21. If this essentially happens, then we know Lucid would have a nice move going to $17, and the next level to watch is at $17.30. We have resistance at this level on August the 26th, so you want to watch it very closely. We also had resistance on August the 25th around $17.25. Again, very important level. If we're able to break above it, and which is right where we have the 50 EMA, then we can see Lucid wanting to make a move getting closer to $18. Of course, this is something you're going to want to look out for going into next week. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for Lucid. So the off exchange short volume ratio is at 60.20%, and then for the off exchange short volume, it is just over 4.48 million shares. Scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 0, updated 2 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 10.05%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 12th, it is at 52.31, and then for the close of the 13th, being at 60.20. So that is a significant increase right there. And then when we take a look at the short interest percentage of the float being at 20.22%, Lucid does continue to have short squeeze potential. So for my final thoughts for Lucid, when it comes to the price action, I know you guys can agree with me. We want to see a move going to $17. We got 2 trading days left, and since we saw a high around 16.88, it is still possible. We also did test the low at 15.98. So if we can go into Thursday and holding $16 right on the dot or higher, I think that's a good look for the play overall. We also have to take into consideration we're seeing a lot of volatility, and Lucid has been able to hold itself up very well. Like I said, we're seeing a continuation of higher lows and as well as higher highs. Another thing is we also do know, taking a look at the short interest information, Lucid does continue to have short squeeze potential. So as far as this run is concerned, if it continues, things can get very, very interesting. So I want to make sure that you're fully in the know about that. We also do see a lot of momentum that is coming into the EV sector as well. Not only do we have the Inflation Reduction Act, but we also have Joe Biden, who's signing off saying, you know what, he's going to be investing $900 million into EV charging systems. And who does this benefit? Companies like Lucid. So I want to make sure that you guys are continuing to keep your ears to the street. But with all of that said, just know, even though we did have a green day inside of the market, we still have a quad witching day that is going to be coming up on Friday. So the volatility will continue. But I just want to remind you, whether you're an investor or whether you are a trader, you should have a strategy to be able to overcome that. And like I've said before in my previous videos, September is well known for being a volatile month. And it's also known to be one of the worst months for the entire year for the stock market. But as far as how Lucid has been performing in the meantime, the chart is looking strong, and we just want to see if that momentum can continue. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will continue to keep you guys inside of the loop.